To my channel, Sunshine Shoulders, I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Truly grateful. So many channels you could be watching. You're watching, man. You should always be your number one priority when you're traveling abroad. Especially when you're as far away as I am in the Philippines. Self-preservation is going to be key to your survival anywhere on this planet. Self-preservation is just a protection of oneself from harm or death. Financial harm, physical harm, financial death, physical death. It's especially regarded as a basic instinct of all human beings. I'm the MVP over here on my team. If I don't play good, more than likely we're going to lose. If I play up to my potential, more than likely we're going to win. So always make sure you're in a position of strength over here. That you always keep your options open. When we disregard this basic instinct, it's usually to our detriment. And it's usually for a woman who then turns around and practices the same self-protection that we should have. Let me tell you something that you probably know already. You place the welfare of others over those of your own. It never ends well, guys. Don't sacrifice your pension for some pussy. Have a little backbone. Have a little self-discipline, self-control. Be in control at all times. Case in point, he spends his retirement buying a house and land here in the Philippines. Hey, man, buntag that he can never own. Spends it all. Then he turns around and asks the lady, hey, let's sell some of this land. Of course, she says, no. Who's going to take care of me and my kids when you die? And by the way, they're not married. And those are not his children. So he made a vital mistake, a crucial mistake, rather, placing the needs of her and her children above his own. We're not talking about being selfish. We're not talking about that. We're talking about self-preservation. You always have to be the number one option. Every play is going to be run through me. If it's 4th and 1 at the 1 yard line, they're giving me the ball. I'm not going to hand it off to some rookie with no experience in this type of situation. I got to keep my wits about me at all times. I got to be on my best when I'm over here. If I'm going to be lazy, let me be lazy at home. Can't be lazy 8,000 miles from home. But the minute we jump off the plane, man, we throw all of that away. We disregard the basic human instinct of self-preservation. Hey, man, good dog. And it costs us. You know, it's okay to take care of somebody over here, but it don't take a whole lot. We don't have to go all in. If you want to be Captain Save-A-Hole, save a little for yourself, or most of it for yourself. In his situation, instead of the $12 million, he could have spent $1 million on her and her kids, and she would have been fine. And had $11 million for himself. So he could always be in a position of strength. His options is open. Now his options is limited, really. He can leave the premises, which is what he's going to have to eventually do, with his tail tucked between his legs, find an apartment or wherever it is over here in the Philippines, or he can go back home. But if you give me 12 million over here, I'm going to stand strong. I'm going to be 10 foot tall. And everybody around me is going to be 10 foot tall. So let's talk about that. Why is it important to put your welfare above all others over here? It's just a basic human instinct. Buntag. Good morning. When I'm happy, everybody's happy. When I'm doing good, everybody around me is doing good. And when I'm sick, everybody around me is sick. Does everybody understand that? I'm the MVP of this team over here. And what do they do to the MVP? They pay him the most. They take good care of him. They give him privileges. And when it comes down to the last shot, he takes it. And that's what you should be over here, the MVP. The most valuable priority. What happens when they put it all on the shoulders of the inexperienced rookie? Probably going to fumble the ball out of bounds. I've got history on my side. When you put the welfare of others over here especially, it never is going to end well. When the shoe's on the other foot. Remember I told you about Mr. Nice Guy? Spent $600,000 to save the young lady from the sex ring. It sounds noble, but it's a damn lie. He's going to need that 600,000 pesos at some point if he stays over here. Now let's place the foot firmly, the shoe firmly on the other foot. And he needs the 600,000. The Abu Sayyaf is kidnapped him. What's going to happen? Probably going to cut his damn head off. But she's not going to give him any money. We always have to remain in the best possible position that we can over here. And the only way you're going to do that is make yourself the most valuable priority. You're the MVP over here. All that Captain Save-A-Hole stuff, you can do that too over here if you want to. And still be on top. But we come over here, man, we get off the plane and make her the number one priority. Which is stupid. You wouldn't even do that at home, but you're going to do that over here. It's not just with your money, we're talking about your health too. Because if I'm sick, everybody around me is sick. When I go down, the whole ship goes down. So I've got to remain at my best at all times. I got to hit on 12 cylinders or it's not going to work. I can't place the ball in the hands of some inexperienced rookie who's going to mess it up every single time. I'm the number one option. All the plays run through me. When I make a decision over here, it has to be in my best interest. Because when it's in my best interest, it's going to benefit everybody. When it's in her best interest or the interest of someone else, it's going to be to my detriment. It's going to be to my harm, to my damage. I'm going to throw out the basic human instinct of self-preservation. You must protect yourself at all times from harm or death. Physical harm, financial harm, emotional harm, financial death, physical death. Your number one priority is you. And this is common sense stuff, guys, but we don't do it. Over and over and over, the stories are being written over here. People are crashing and burning and going down in flames when they should be living their best lives. He was 62 years old. That $250,000 in the Philippines would last him for the rest of his days, and he could ride off in the sunset in whatever the hell he wants to ride in. But he made the crucial mistake of placing the needs of a woman and her children over him. Then she turned around and practiced the same principle of self-preservation that he should have practiced in the first place. Who's going to take care of me and my children when you die? She's not worrying about him. Now his Social Security is not enough. Here's a woman that doesn't even have a job, has no financial opportunities, nothing. He's placed her firmly in his bosom. She'll never look back if she plays her cards right. But yet now he's scrapping and scraping, worrying what he's going to do. Should I go home? Should I move somewhere else? All my money's gone. And I'm not picking on anybody, guys. This is a very important discussion that we should have more often. I'm my number one priority over here. And if you don't like it, then go somewhere else. I'm always going to place the needs of me above anybody else over here. Because if I don't take care of myself, if I don't love myself, I'm not going to take care of you anyway. But if I love myself, if I take care of myself, and you're with me, guess what? You're going to reap the benefits of that too. So thank you so much for stopping by. Just a short video about self-preservation. And it's key to our survival over here in the Philippines or wherever you are. Russia. We must, at all times, make sure we're in a position of strength. That our options are open. And when something goes wrong, it falls on our shoulders because we can handle it. We've got experience. You can't give the ball in the final seconds to the inexperienced rookie and hope they get lucky. We have to remain the MVP at all times, the most valuable priority. So if you're in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. But if you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break. You see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink. Give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. It's probably about 7 a.m. on a beautiful Monday morning. I love it in the Philippines in the morning. The temperature's perfect. The sun hasn't punched the clock yet. But once he punches that clock, you better look for some protection. And I don't care if you purple, black, blue, black, bright white, he's going to kick your behind. We got the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. Now, a day goes by that I don't help somebody over here. But I start with myself. I'm walking now, I'm eating right, exercising. I'm not drinking, I'm not drugging. I'm not doing anything that's going to put myself in harm's way. It's called self-preservation. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID-free. I'll see you next time.